Hey everyone, this is Anthony from the Console Gaming Crew, and we could not be happier to announce that we are now part of the Boss Rush Podcast Network and are featured on BossRushGames.com. BossRushGames.com is a place where you can find up-to-date news articles, blogs, and podcasts about video games. In addition to that, there is a growing collection of podcasts in not just the gaming community, but other communities as well. We are honored to be part of such a great network of podcasters, so please stop by and give everyone a listen. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Yo, crew members, what it be?
Heyo!
Hi.
Ow. Damn, I accidentally just... I need my desk.
Don't do that.
So
that's what you get for having a gallon full of fucking cookies next to you.
No. You're confusing that with diabetes. Anyway. So
diabetes.
The fact is this our first cast in 2022?
No, episode 2.
Jesus Christ.
Where
have you been?
I got
First and 2 days late.
Did you forget that when you had a kid, you could barely put 2 sentences together for like fucking 8 months?
No.
I have 2, and I still can't put sentences together. But then I
couldn't before. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, actually, no, Wes couldn't. You were deployed. So
I'm marble mouth, so yeah.
Yeah. So, you dick.
Anyway, well, for our second episode of 2022, we're kind of doing a little 2021 sort of year in review.
Recap. We're gonna do a 2021 recap. Yeah.
Year in review. Yeah. I'm pissing out. Year in review.
Would you say?
Along with the little. Dude, you sound like
I know.
Oh my God. Who is it? Who is it? Oh,
fucking dude's a retard. Jesus.
When it comes back.
When I learned how to talk, and when it comes back, guys.
Okay, so just to give everybody a little bit of a rundown of what the game plan is for this episode, we're doing a wrap.
Andrew talk. Sorry.
We're doing a wrap up of 2021 plus a little bit of 2022 prediction on our part. So we're talking about, games that we love from 2021. We're going to go ahead and kind of give you guys what we're looking forward to, with 2022, something we hope might be announced, some tech we might really want to see, and then also kind of do a little wrap up of the podcast itself. And honestly, what a great year 2021 was podcast wise.
Yeah.
We had a lot.
It's
we had
so
a lot
weird.
happen, so
it's so weird that this is the third time that we're doing this, right? Because we did our goals for the podcast when we first started, did we not? And then we did one after our first year.
Beginning of second season, third season, and this season. No, man, because when we first started, we were just like, okay, let's go ahead and laugh at each other and just fucking talk about bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, so the second time then. This is the second time that we're doing this.
Yeah.
And dude, let's just start this thing off so we can get this thing cracking. Who wants to go first? Top games played in 2021, because every single one of us played a game, at least one game that we thoroughly enjoyed in 2021.
Okay.
Thoroughly enjoyed.
I'll go.
I have 3, so I can go. Go ahead. Which God, we don't have any overlap.
Look, we probably will, dude. So I'm just going to put 2 of them into one.
Yeah,
I won't put 2 of them into one section though. Because
if you're putting 2 in one, then I know you and I are about to have the same shit. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be the Ori games.
Absolutely, that's
Blind
actually
Forest
number 1.
and Will of the Wisp.
Well, then you two converse.
All right, so for me with that, you're talking about just the beautiful design, dude. I love the way the game looked. The graphics were absolutely incredible. The music was some of the best I've ever heard in a single player game, to be completely honest. And that goes for a game that had almost no dialogue. I absolutely loved how they connected the games. You know what I mean? Once in the second game, when you learn at the end about basically everything, and it's just like, oh shit. Like, it's just incredible. And story, dude. Like, you can't go wrong with that story. It's one of the best. Boss battles I absolutely loved. You know what I mean? Just all of them.
I loved watching you.
From the fucking dude, that spider took me forever to beat, dude. And
dude, I remember that one night was one of the longest stretches I ever had. Just watching somebody play a game, because I was so determined to watch you beat that It was hours. I swear you started at like 9 o'clock, and I don't think I got off your stream till like 1:30 in the morning.
Yep, he did it.
It was what? No, I didn't.
Yes,
You're lying.
No,
I believe you.
Plenty of chances for me to do that. Yeah, dude. And plus, you got like really sucked into those moments. You know what I mean? And the heartbreaks in the game. Like it was just, yeah, dude. Like that. Those were the games that like I felt something. You know what I mean? When I was finished playing.
Yes. And that's how we've said that a million times. If you get a game that makes you feel something, like on a deep level, that you're just like, ooh, shit, like it got you. And well, shit, I might as well talk about it a little bit too then, because I had technically 4 if you want to count both of those as individual games, but they were
the only reason why I counted them as as together because I played both of them in 21. You know what I mean? Because I went back to back.
So did I.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, for me, it's not often. We generally know when games are coming out. We know what the big players are, and we know the games that are probably going to be up for Game of the Year and games that you can expect to be bangers. Like, I knew that I was going to love Last of Us Part 2. I knew I would love games like Resident Evil and playing Chell with you guys, and maybe games like Borderlands for you or Ghost of Tsushima for Anthony, stuff like that. But the Ori games, it's not often that a game is totally off your radar that you
completely
play,
surprises you,
and then instantly becomes one of the best games you've ever played. It's one of the best games that I've ever played, and one of the best experiences I've ever had playing a game. And the fact that it's an indie developer, which we all love, of course, right off the bat. But yeah, it came out of left field. I had no idea it was coming, and
oh shit.
His shit blew up. I thought he stopped talking because he.
So did I, but then like I'm looking at his face, and that definitely didn't happen.
Best picture I've ever seen. He's like,
you go snap it.
Hold up.
Yes.
Bro froze on the Matrix.
Oh my god. All right, so Ant, why don't you give us one of your games?
Oh my god.
Oh shit, he's back.
Yeah, he definitely froze on the Matrix.
Oh, no. We can't hear you.
I was literally here the whole
time.
Oh,
there you go.
What the hell? What is happening?
I told you,
it's
your shit. No, dog, it's your shit. I've been telling you that since we fucking started.
But dude, what's weird is I was talking the entire time, and I heard you guys talking the entire time about how my shit blew up and froze and you couldn't hear me. I'm like, guys, I'm talking to you. I hear everything you're saying.
His shit's literally fucking going all wonky. It's definitely you, dude.
Yeah, for real.
It's me. Shit. Fuck
you know, dude, this is 2 nights in a row that you've let me down.
2 nights in a row? What you mean?
Think about last night.
Oh, fuck you.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that when we talk about what we're playing. And since Andy just fucking froze during the Matrix, one game that I was extremely surprised about, and this is actually in the back end of 21, for me, and I know I was going to do like this whole rundown and breakdown of it, but I honestly just haven't had time because of fucking drill and snow and everything else coming up.
Work, we get it.
And I'll do like a little recap of it. Hopefully, well, our next cast, because then I won't have anything to worry about. But the Gunk, that game was so much fun, and
I'm excited for that, dude.
It really it's like I said, it's an 8-hour campaign, maybe 10 if you take your time and go a little bit slower than I did. But I literally searched high and low everything you could possibly find. Andy, this will cater to you as well, being a completionist.
Am I actually here?
Yeah,
yes, you are.
Okay.
Because I see you at least moving. So if you're moving, you're there in some facet. I'm
glad.
You would love this game. You as well, Wes. Super easy. Nothing too intense, like nothing taxing on the mind or anything like that. But the colors, the story behind it, I really wish that it was a little bit longer than just 8 hours. You know what I mean? I wish there was more than just like one world that you explore, but that's not how that works. So who knows? Maybe we'll see something in the future for like a secondary or a second game.
Hope so.
But that was definitely one of my recaps for sure. That's okay. So we're just gonna keep going between the two of us.
I'm still here. I just covered the camera, just trying to fix a couple things.
Wes, would you like to go again? We'll go back and forth until Andy's done because he's like
Sure.
fixing things. Bro, put your dick away. You know, we want to see that itty bitty shitty thing.
All right, so another game that I had was one that actually I just recently finished playing. It was one of the first games that I went ahead and downloaded when I got my PS5. I was like, yes, I absolutely have to have this game. I need to play because you raved about this game just on another level. And I'm talking about Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That game was so good. Oh, my word.
So, again, Insomniac creates another amazing single-player story.
Fucking banger, baby.
Dude. Yo, I got so immersed in just web-slinging around the city.
That's what... Yeah.
Dude, I didn't worry about anything.
So
Like, yo,
good,
dude, I kept on trying to find the highest points.
Oh, well... Dude, so remember, I think, I did, because when I played that, I finished out, and I did the whole, like, trophy collection thing. I did everything I had to, 100% of the trophies.
Yeah,
but
dude,
after that...
You kept on snapping pictures, like, yo, I have a full gallery of, like, all the stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, after that, there were other, like, little Easter eggs that were in the game that I had to go find. Do you know what I mean? There were other things that were in the game that I had to go find that I knew I sent to you guys. Like, there was Boastman Way.
For Chadwick. Yeah, Chadwick.
For Chadwick. There was the statue of Stan Lee that they put in the game for in remembrance. That I had to find. Like, it was just like little things that I had to find for myself because I knew they were in the game. I literally just had to find them, take pictures, so I had them on my phone, shit like that. I'm pretty sure I actually uploaded them. They're on our Instagram too, as well. If anybody ever wanted to go back and look at them. But I do agree.
You doing that, yeah.
That game was absolutely outstanding. Unfortunately, it was not as long, I think, as everybody expected it to be. Kind of like Spider-Man. That's like Spider-Man was.
It wasn't as long, but at the same time, you still felt like you got a really good story.
Yeah, well,
between like Miles, his relationship with Tinker, and you know what I mean, and just really just kind of fleshing out why they went the ways that they went, you know what I mean? So and then like his relationship with his uncle Aaron, like, I mean, I knew a handful of that shit anyway, but that's only because of like watching in the Spider-Verse and paying attention to some of the comic book stuff. You know what I mean? Because I mean, having a guy like Miles, oh damn, he's completely gone now.
Left altogether.
Completely.
That's all right.
Having a guy like having somebody like Miles, which is like representation. For me, I'm drawn to that.
Right.
So, yeah, dude. So, let me see. What else did I have here?
Hello?
We hear you, but we can't see you.
I know you can't see me, but you can hear me good. Everything's okay?
Yeah.
Still fixing something?
Hopefully he reset his router.
Oh.
Yeah, my dick fell off. I gotta tape it back on.
No. Just hardwired. But I figured out what it was anyway. Even if I wasn't hardwired, for whatever reason, it had me hooked up through Wi-Fi to the extender upstairs rather than the router that's directly next to me. Very strange.
Very.
Yeah, because you're not all laggy now when you talk either.
No, you're actually pretty clean.
And neither are you guys, which means Zencaster would work. But it's cool. We here now.
You're such a dick.
All right, hey, yo.
It's not my shit. It's brand new.
Now we know.
So
one of the things that I also really liked about Miles was actually something that you guys love doing, and that is being as stealthy as possible.
Oh, hell yeah.
I loved hitting those spots where you had like 20 enemies and you had like an objective of like, airstrike 5 of them, or like, like camouflage web like 3 of them or whatever. I loved perch takedowns so much. Yeah. Fantastic.
Dude, one of the hardest ones to do was that one with the car chase.
Oh my god!
If you wanted to get a perfect without
no
getting
damage.
hit.
No damage.
Yeah. Dude, it was tough. You literally had to like hop back and forth between like the spots.
Fucking mental. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I'm pretty sure Andy was watching me while I was trying to do that, and I did it like 30 fucking times. And the one time I got it, he had like just gotten off. I'm like, well, hey, got it.
Beautiful. Of course it went that way.
Miles Morales was so good, and I think I talked about this last time that I had actually never finished the original Spider-Man game.
Yeah, you were talking about that last week.
Currently playing that. Sophia loves watching that. That, however, is not one of my games for 2021. I could count it because I never beat the game, and I'm playing it again. But since Andy disappeared, I'm going to go again.
Hey,
and he's gonna be able to talk.
And let him talk a little longer. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get to talk much. I usually just fucking say yeah, and just make like noises. I'd have to say, did we play it? Did we play it No, we just got. Never mind. I was gonna say NHL 22, but we had literally just gotten that in the new year. Did we not?
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah.
So I can't really talk about that. That'll be a game that I talk about, I guess, following up next year, this current year. Yeah, number 2 for me, because I have 3 as well. Number 2 for me is always going to be near and dear to my heart is definitely NHL 21. Like there's nothing better. What?
I said, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because like there literally is nothing better than just fucking having a weekend with the boys, fucking just sitting down playing Chell for hours upon hours and like, yeah.
Yeah, like, just running like 6-7 games.
Yeah, dude. Like that's just like there's just nothing better.
Yeah,
you notice what Chell does to us too, because we as soon as the game comes out, we play it. We go so deep in Chell. We have these long runs, and then something comes out. We all go kind of just play on our own thing, and then randomly one day we're just like, "You guys want to play a game of Chell or something?" We play one game of Chell, and then we're back instantly in it. Balls deep in Chell again for another couple months.
By the way, really quick, I know this is a little off topic, but did you notice last night how crazy I was going with scoring?
Yeah.
Now, did you notice how?
We don't talk about it.
But did you notice how when we played on the Xbox, I was having a tough time scoring? Moves for days, but having a tough time scoring. Now when we played NHL, when we played NHL fucking 21 on the PlayStation 5, no issues. Fucking scoring monster, Dangle Daddy, you name it. I was fucking everywhere. But
I love Dangle Daddy. That's a good one.
Yeah. You're welcome, Andrew. You can use that, by the way. It's not trademarked yet. I didn't make a T-shirt.
New name for a character.
Bro, there it is.
Dangle Daddy.
We should make a new. This is down the rabbit hole. That's what happens. I'm tired.
I'm fine with it. Let's go. I'm fine.
Bro, we should fucking make the new. At least for the beginning half of this year, we should get a new CGC T-shirt, right? And we could do like cross hockey sticks with like the fucking with like CGC and then headphones over top, and then on like one arm you could do like should have sauced it, and then like on the back you could like across the bottom you could be like Dangle Daddies. Done.
I now want to I now want to change our team name to the Dangle Daddies.
So why don't you?
So
you can.
Bad.
Oh no, you can't because we're already.
No, I can't. Not without scrapping the team.
No, fuck that. We're 10-1 right now. Anyway,
yeah, I was about to say we're killing it right now. So.
That's my number 2. There's not much to talk about when it comes to NHL 21 except
loved it, man.
Just amazing, memorable times playing Chell with the boys. It's that simple. Like there's nothing more than just that. Be a Pro is lackluster, like it is every year.
Yeah.
But that has actually changed. Yeah. Just like Chell with the boys. It's that simple. Yeah.
All right, Andy. We know you got a few to say, so.
Yeah, man. So yeah,
I got so right, dude. I'm just so backed up.
You can't even say
nothing. So backed up. Yeah. So I got cut off rudely by my own internet. Verizon fucked me when I was in the middle of talking about the Ori games, which were my number 1, but number 2 for me was Last of Us Part 2, which I played in the beginning of 2021. And that is also easily top 5 greatest games I've ever played. Story was fantastic. Another one of those games that made me feel something, and like was the first time I ever played a game. I think I talked about this on the cast too. First time I ever played a game where I was so invested in the story that there was actually multiple parts where I had to like pause and walk away for a minute.
Yep. Yeah,
I was like,
talk about that.
I need some air. I need to go wrap my head around what the hell just happened.
I need to go in the bathroom and cry for 5 minutes because I don't want to make this decision.
And it's funny, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played, but I'm glad that I'm not alone, because one of the main parts that got me, there's a compilation of people reacting to that part when they were streaming playing the game on YouTube. And
I know exactly what part you're talking about.
Same. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone that hasn't played, but
like me.
Yeah. And number 3 which was just at the back half of 2021, was Resident Evil Village. I had a lot of fun playing Resident Evil Village. It picked up right where Resident Evil 7 left off, and my only downfall to that, not even downfall, but my only con really for that game was just that, you know, when you think of Resident Evil games, you think of, you know, the combat, and you think of puzzles, and the puzzles really,
I think you said that before. They were lackluster.
They just didn't there was nothing like the puzzles that you used to have back in Resident Evil games where you were literally scratching your head for a few minutes. Like, wait, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do here? You really didn't have those. So, I mean, there were puzzles, but they were just I feel like a 6-year-old could have figured them out.
Yeah, fairly simple.
But the story was cool, and, you know, leaves itself open possibly for another one. So, yeah, those are the top games I played in 2021, but nothing's going to touch the Ori games. And I'm so happy to say that because of the fact that it's not one of the games that people have been building up talking about for months. It's not the Ghost of Tsushima's, the Last of Us Part 2s, the controls and all that shit that's, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I love about that.
One of the things I actually really liked about the Ori games was that when I played Will of the Wisps, I was able, I played it after they had their big E3 update to where everything was 4K, 60 frames and all that type of shit. So, you know what I mean? Dude, the colors were just even more vibrant, dude. Such saturation.
Dude, that's what's crazy. When we played the first one, because you said the same thing as me. When we played the first one, that art style, it looked great when you played the first one. So you were like, how exactly can you make this better? I feel like the next game, the only thing that's really going to get better, as it should, is the story and maybe some new moves and stuff like that. But I was like, graphics-wise, I feel like you're kind of tapped out. And then you play the second one, you're like, what the how? How did they make this even better? But they did.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, dude, just the boss battles, dude. Just the boss battles in that game were just some of the best that I've played.
Think really hard if you can find a negative about any one of those two games. I can pick any game and come up with a negative pretty much immediately. That one, I really have to dig.
It's not necessarily dig. It's just, excuse me. With that game, there were certain spots that things weren't as thoroughly explained for you to get to the next spot. It was for a platformer. It was kind of like a open world it was like a free for all platform. You mean it for you? You would have liked it if it had maybe if it was one of those. Maybe if it was one of those. I was gonna say maybe if it was one of those games to where if you spent 5 to 10 minutes not figuring out what to do, you'd have one of those little hints pop up on the screen that tell you hey, maybe you should go this way, try this, look at that type of thing. Well, yeah, I mean, because
that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think I did it on Will of the Wisp, but I definitely on Blind Forest. I jumped on YouTube and I'm like, okay, I'm in this one spot. I don't know where to go. What do I do? And then I figured out my way after seeing 10 seconds of the video. I'm like, motherfucker, okay. But Ant, you said you have 3 games, so you got a third one?
So the third one for me is kind of special, and this is because this was the first game that I actually ever played myself anyway in 4K. And that was Forza Horizon 5.
Yep.
I'm so glad you finally got to do that, by the
way. Right. So not only it's been a while since I've played a Forza game, and I actually went back and looked, and I'm pretty sure the last Forza game I played was Forza 5, which was for the Xbox One, but way back when it first came out. So for me, like I said before, I finally got my 4K TV, did the whole thing, and I always loved the Horizon series of Forza, not just it gives you the option for the exploration of the location and all that kind of stuff. So that has always been more enjoyable for me than the original Forza series, which is more based off of racing teams and shit like that, like traditional F1 style shit, and not just F1, but that's just that's an idea,
rally and street, just all that stuff.
Yeah, it's so the Horizon series is great because it gives you the option to just it's an open world exploration. You're exploring a location. This one, Horizon 5, was Mexico. Absolutely beautiful. They did it's just you've played it, Wes. So
yeah.
But for me,
I mean, dude, you're talking about a racing game that's essentially a open world RPG. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
it's insane.
Essentially.
And I actually stopped playing for a while. Because I fucking did everything.
Like at the like you're literally talking the tip of the sword graphics as well.
Yeah, like dude,
not just
I
for a racing game, for any game,
just for anything.
For anything, so Horizon 5 was supposed to be one of those like time to test your equipment and the Xbox Series X and see how well Microsoft did of a job creating this system. And Forza Horizon 5 has done that. It pulled the max potential out of this system, for the way that it plays in 4K. I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when 4K technology first came out, I was actually at your house because you, out of I think all of us, got the 4K TV first, and I was like, you're like, this was way before COVID, and we were all still hanging out and shit like that, and came over, and you're like, dude, you got to check this shit out in 4K, and we watched like this beautiful, vivid video of like just the rendering of 4K and how it works, and it was just like, wow, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
And then we fell into a rabbit hole of 4K videos on YouTube.
And and like
we were watching like wild safari videos and like some
look,
medieval
chess
game
sticks is what? Never mind. Let's change the channel. But I'm the last one, which never, like, let's be realistic. I'm never the last one to get anything out of any kind of out of the three of us.
Normally it's me.
Yeah.
I mean, normally Anthony and I are like within a week of one another, and whoever
I'm a few months after,
second, and then
we don't have to ask Jess. Sorry, bro. But yeah, it's the first game I've ever played in 4K, and I have never felt so much more like involved and drawn into a game. And I think it was just because of the graphics alone, because the story was fun and the cars are great, and exploring the Mexico and the beautiful scenery and the music and the cars. It was great, but like.
You experienced it the way
exactly, and having my first experience in 4K be possibly one of the greatest games to really put your system and everything else to its test.
Yes. Agreed.
And
it's definitely going to have a place in my heart for sure, 100%. Because, like I said,
you're in a pretty advantageous position too, because the fact that you're just now getting to 4K,
yes,
there's so much stuff you can go back now just to peep and see what it's like. Like I said, I would highly suggest chucking in Miles Morales and just swinging around for a couple minutes just to be like, holy fuck, that's
so here's the crazy thing. So I did go back into Ghost of Tsushima and walk around a little bit.
Oh, that's
nice.
I mean, I played it on 4K, so I know, but I'm sure you saw
the rendering is actually really, really nice. Like, I was surprised the difference between the two, but it absolutely could tell the difference. It's outstanding. By the way,
Forza, though, you can tell the power.
Did you ever finish that game?
Ghosts?
Yes.
No, I never finished it because I watched you finish it. So at this point, it's
just
no,
you didn't
when
watch
I
me
finish
finish
it.
You didn't watch me finish it because there was that remember the conversation. Well, remember the conversation you just had with the people that are listening. You said you had to leave the room for. Yeah, you did. We talked about that, but you don't know what I had to do. I don't think you saw the very end of that game when I was playing. No, I don't think you did.
The final battle you had with I don't want to spoil anything.
With the bad guy. The final battle with the bad guy? The big bad guy?
There was a battle after
that. Yes, but I'm talking spoiler family related. Did you see that?
Yeah,
okay, you did see that?
About. Yeah. Because remember at the end you going, damn, I didn't think I was going to have to do that.
Oh, yeah, okay, you did see that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't think you saw that.
It was in a very beautiful setting too.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. I didn't think you saw that.
I watched it. Yep.
Okay.
I saw the whole thing.
Yep. You did. Still chokes me up to this day. And I also think because I just fucking opened it like yesterday. I think I'm gonna spend like the $30 and do the DLC.
Dude, fuck it.
I mean, look, it's been like 4 or 5 months since I talked shit on it because like I didn't want to spend the money because I was being a cheap bastard. But
dude, you spent more money on worse things. You're good.
Yeah, this is so true.
That's what I always say. Yeah, explains away anything.
Yeah, I say it a lot.
Oh my
Do you
God.
have any? Not that you have to go into depth as to why, but any honorable mentions at all for anybody?
Ghost?
I had a couple. Ghost is an honorable mention for you?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
thought it was
well,
weird.
no, it wasn't on one of my top threes.
I was trying to fix it when you said the second one. What was your second one? You had Forza. You had
Forza, Gunk, and Chell.
Gunk is what I forgot. Yeah, Gunk.
Yeah, and Chell.
That was the first thing you talked about.
Chell. I picked things that were more so like for me like Ghost of Tsushima is definitely better than Gunk and NHL, but it didn't make my top three because there's just that
it depends on what you're looking for to get out of the game. If it's like the fun of
So-
playing with people, then
and
You know what I
that's
mean?
that's kind of like the thing for me. It was like I think I hit all three different aspects of like styles of games. You had the RPG style, like RPG good storytelling with Gunk, but it was short. But you also had like like trying to search and collect shit and stuff like that. Camaraderie and playing with friends with NHL, and then fucking
well, yeah. Granted,
craziness
it wasn't finished.
in Forza.
Granted, it wasn't finished at the very tail end, but that's why I was going to add in A Way Out because I had a lot of fun. You and I playing that.
Oh my God,
that,
dude!
if you have someone to a friend to play with, A Way Out is such a cool. That's why I can't wait to actually get into It Takes Two, which
I was
we will
waiting
do
for
now
that.
Things are finally seem to have figured themselves out. But I can't wait to
that
get
game's
back into that.
4K too.
Yeah, dude. So I'm actually excited.
That
for
game,
that, but,
dude. That game is on another level.
Yeah,
but
well,
no, I mean,
it looked like it was going to be amazing, and then
we'll get to it.
things happened.
We'll get to it for sure. Now that things seem
I
to
know.
All
figure
right,
themselves out, I think,
honorable mentions for me, I probably would say Fall Guys, actually. Reason why is because
same as Anthony Pick and Chell, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, like it let me throw down with people I don't normally throw down with. You mean for video games, like you may actually like throw down with a Shell. You know what I mean? Who's a good friend. Yeah, man, and just like and look, man, we did a handful of nights streaming that, and it was just fun. It was just a good time, just a laugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's all. Sometimes that's all I want.
That's all you need. Sometimes.
Yeah, because it was like doing all the Freaky Fridays, and then it was like right around the time Cam was born, and I'm like, all right, I just finished the game. Andy's in the middle of one. I got to figure something else out. So then I did like I think I did like two like basically Yeet Fridays. You know what I mean? And was just running with a bunch of people, and dude, it was just a good time. So yeah, that one would be a good honorable mention.
Look, everyone loves gaming for different reasons. Like this was a great year for games. Like the reason The Last of Us and the Ori games made the list. Well, the Ori games were going to anyway, but a game like The Last of Us is, you have a good game when it's one of those games that you can't wait. Like I love doing Freaky Friday, and I did enjoy a lot of the games that I played for. Like Outlast was great and everything, but they were games that like I could play on Friday, and I could wait until the following Friday to play them. The Last of Us and the Ori games, I could not wait. When I got done the one day, I immediately wanted to get back into it the next day.
Well, dude, I did the same thing. There were gaps that people didn't watch me play because I would play Ori when I'm not streaming.
Yeah,
just because that game was just that good.
Yeah. Yeah, and it worked out perfectly for me because when I played the Ori games is when I believe when Alex was like just getting in her second trimester, so she was going to sleep at like 8 o'clock, and I was like, shit, dude, I got nothing to do. So I would just game from like 8 to 10 every night. So I was like, dude, I can blow through these games. But so that's a solid year of gaming. So that takes us perfectly into games that we know that are now, of course, just because games is scheduled to be released in 2022, if we learned anything from the way things are, doesn't mean it's going to be released in 2022. But
that is true.
Of the games that are slated to release in 2022, who wants to go first?
And how about you go ahead and run through what you got?
Yeah.
What?
Whatever game you're excited for that's slated to release in 2022.
I don't think, after doing a little bit more research, what I sent to you guys, I don't think this is not slated. I don't think to release in 22.
No,
well, then it can go in the next category that we're going to do because I assume they're going to announce more about it, even if it's not coming out in 2022. True. Yeah. So you can hold that if you want.
Well, I mean, I did send you that one thing, Ant, earlier today.
Yeah, like I said though, I mean, I could bring it up. I'm excited for it, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be more excited for it than I will. Just because I haven't finished the first one. Like, I still have to go back and beat it. And
That
I
is
know
true.
even after talking to him, I'm already like 50% done the goddamn game. It's Plague Tale Innocence 2.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Requiem.
I forgot about that. Is that
Yeah.
that's coming in 2022?
Yes,
Yes.
it's coming to 22.
Oh fuck me. Yeah, dude, you gotta let me know when you do that because I was
I
having
will.
so much fun watching. Dude,
no.
talk about a cock tease, man. Like
And
the
I
second he
was
finally
beating
built
the-
up all his powers and was killing everything and just it was like watching a goddamn movie.
I was
and then
literally
all of a
beating
sudden-
the game without learning how to run. I literally made it 50% through the game pretty much without ever running, and
That
you
was
had
so
to run.
like it was
I don't
so
know how I did it.
hilarious that
That
like
shit's impressive.
we've been playing video games for decades
Yeah.
and this man dies like 15 times in a spot that I didn't die one time. We're sitting here trying to rack our brains, come up with all these wild mathematical reasons as to why he's dying, and then it just randomly I'm like, wait, are you running? And he's like, wait, what?
You could do that.
No, that's a really good one though. Wes, what do you got?
One of the ones I have is
I got 3.
Yeah, so
Jesus
well,
Christ.
so do I.
got
Teenage
one.
Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Ooh,
Huh.
that's perfect for you.
Side scroller, you know what I mean, brings back the classic
Straight
you know
up
what I
beat 'em
mean?
up.
Yeah, SNES type look and all that type of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I'm very excited for that game. I'm hoping that it's, you know, I mean, that's gonna be a lot of fun. There's not an actual date yet. All we have is 2022, so
Mhm.
I'm guessing it's probably gonna be the latter part of the year.
All right, I'll give my first one. I'm going obviously in order of excitement. So it's still the game I'm the third most excited for. Hogwarts Legacy.
I figured you were gonna have that one on there.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy again is another one that doesn't have a specific date, but it is slated to release in 2022. That is the from Avalanche Studios open world action RPG set in the late 1800s in the wizarding world, where you're basically a student at Hogwarts. You choose your house, attend classes, explore the open world consisting locations of Forbidden Forest and Hogsmeade Village. You will learn to cast various spells, brew potions, tame magical beasts, master other combat abilities. It has the morality system that plays a role in the game. You'll be able to customize your voice, body type, whether you're a witch, wizard. So it's literally an open world RPG set in the Harry Potter universe. So I'm excited for that.
Super nerd for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You might as well go back to US because and had that one.
I'm looking to see if there's anything else. That's
if dude, just raise your hand if you got one.
Another one I
will
want to
do
go
so.
ahead and just break down real quick. Is actually going to be out in just over a month from now.
That was going to be my next one, so I don't even have to say nothing then.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We get to go ahead and jump back in with Aloy. We get to we get to fuck around with
I do have
all
two more.
new types of beasts and shit. So yeah, dude. It just
That-
seems, dude. It seems like they just add. They just sprinkle just a little bit of seasoning. Just give you a little more spice on top of an already amazing, dish. Like that's what that feels like to me.
Yeah, dude, it's going to be incredible. Are you?
I actually do have two more that I totally forgot about. I looked them up and I was like, oh yeah, they are 22 slated 22 releases.
I'm
So first
excited
one,
now. Let's go.
Hold on,
First-
before you get into that, just real quick. When we played the last Horizon game,
Yeah.
we all were literally playing at the same time, weren't we?
we were in a
No,
party.
I jumped in late.
We
So
were
you-
no, but I'm saying we were all at one point in time. We were all in a party together, each playing our own
Yes.
individual Horizon
Yes.
games, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
I plan on doing that again, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
So Sifu.
Yes.
I
God,
knew
dude.
he was going to say that
I
because
was
when I was
hoping
looking at
he
the
would.
games,
I was
yeah.
hoping he would.
I totally
when I saw I found an article that was like the 20 or the 40 like most highly anticipated games in 2022, and that was up there, and I was like, well, I'm not going to say that because Anthony definitely will.
Yes,
I
dude,
totally
it
forgot
was
about
so
that.
Fucking great.
Does anybody else? Did you guys both go and finish your list?
We gave two.
I have one more.
Get to
So.
Okay,
we
you
each
guys
have
go
one.
ahead. Go ahead. I'll go last.
All right. So I'll go. I'll let Andy. Drink his drink. So. A little behind the scenes action.
Bro, you might as well let him talk for a little bit. You throw another cookie in. I know.
All right, so my next game is Forspoken. You know what I mean? That one I am. Was that yours or?
No,
okay.
I wanted it to be one of mine, but I purposely didn't choose that because I knew you would, so at least we'd have it in here.
Yeah. Nah. Look, man, that one. It's you have so many different things in that game. You know what I mean? Like you have like an elemental like manipulation type of deal you can do. I mean, you have magic powers. You're wearing a fucking bracelet that talks to you, and there's fucking dragons. Again, where do you go wrong?
Did you say dragons?
Is that a fucking dragon? Yeah, like for real. Shit's insane, man. Now that one comes out May 25th of this year, and that one I am very, 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 very excited for.
Now, my number one will make sense to you as to why Forspoken didn't make number one, because of how long I've been talking about this, and I can't believe we're finally here. November 11th, 2022, Starfield.
Yes.
Starfield, baby. Straight from Bethesda. Starfield is, they're basically, what were they calling? They were calling it like this. They were calling it basically Skyrim in space.
Yes.
And I was like, fucking sign me up.
It better be fucking Skyrim in space. I'm gonna be pissed the fuck off.
I mean, it's the first brand new IP from Bethesda in quite a while.
Yeah, but I'm actually really
been going
scared.
back and forth between.
The only thing that makes me nervous about that is just
that it's Bethesda. Say no more.
Well, look, you know, the story doesn't
they could bite
scare
off
me.
more than they could chew.
The story doesn't scare me. It's that, you know what I mean, they have been lackluster with the graphics for years. You know what I mean?
But it never mattered. Tell me one time that ever mattered to you in a Fallout game or an Elder Scrolls game.
Well, see, and that's what I was about to say. You can go with 3, New Vegas, 4, 76, you know what I mean, Skyrim, dude, they all look the fucking same.
And no one ever really
doesn't
cares.
Fucking matter because because that's not what you're there for.
Exactly. And how many other companies can get away with that? It's like their game can stay the same graphics for a 5-year span, and it's like, dude, we're cool.
Longer than
we're
that,
happy.
Dude.
You gave us what we wanted until you fucked up 76, which you then fixed, so kudos to you. But so a little, since Wes did just bring it up, just a very tiny bit about the story. It's set in an area that extends outward from the solar system for approximately 50 light years, called the Settled Systems. Around the year 2310, the two largest factions in the game, the United Colonies and Freestar Collective, engage in the Bloody Colony War. The game takes place 20 years after the events of the Colony War, in which major factions enjoy an uneasy peace. The player will assume the role of a customizable character who is a member of the Constellation, an organization of space explorers. The game can be played in either first or third person perspectives. I'm super excited because, like we said, and it's a nervous excitement because, again, I'm always, and I'm talking shit on Bethesda, but like anytime a company that
tries a brand new IP, it's always sketchy.
You never know.
It's always sketchy, dude.
Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. But you didn't have the Elder Scrolls until you had them. You never had Fallout until you had them. At some point, they were brand new IPs too.
That is
so.
True.
I'm hoping that this is everything.
And they said, "Hey, these graphics worked 35 years ago. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it there."
Absolutely. So number one for me, without a doubt, Starfield, because I can see myself falling into that like a motherfucker.
What you got, Ant?
Number one for me, because I fell in love with this game while I was deployed. See if Andy knows what I'm talking about. You probably do too.
I might just not know that it's coming out in 2022. You got to give me a hint.
God of War.
Ragnarok. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That is coming out in 22.
Yes, absolutely.
I am extremely excited. The first one was fucking phenomenal. The story was great. The graphics were great. The fucking leveling up system and it was just.
I did like the leveling up a lot,
dude. It was simple but like effective,
and that's what it is, dude. They kept it very simple.
I mean, dude, I don't even know, like, I haven't even looked into the game all that much because I really want to just like jump into the game when it comes out and be
completely immersed.
I want to be more, I want to be immersed and more surprised than anything. Then I don't want to like go into the game knowing what to expect. I want to be surprised the second I load that game up. And I don't know if we're gonna do an honorable mention, but I'm gonna do one anyway.
Do it.
Marvel's Midnight Suns.
That one sits on the fence with me.
So me as well. So that's one of those like highly anticipated games that I'm excited to see, but I don't know how well it's going to do.
See, I never played an XCOM game, so so I don't know that particular style of battle. Of a battle situation. So because that's essentially what this is going to be. It's going to be Marvel XCOM. So
right.
I'm excited for it also because you're playing a character that's actually not part of Marvel lore. You know what I mean? It is a character that's been created for the purpose of this game.
Yeah.
And and having, you know what I mean, just all like the heroes that a lot of heroes people know, but then also a lot of them that a good portion of people don't. And that's another thing, I mean, towards like kind of like a toss up, like, okay, I mean, how else is it going to work? Like, not a lot of people really know, I mean, Nico, you know what I mean? The girl that had the wand, you know what I mean? The staff, you know what I mean? In the trailers, you know what I mean? Like, I know her from watching the show Runaways, you know, because she's a main character in that. But yeah, dude, yeah, no, that one definitely sits on an honorable mention for me as well.
Beautiful.
Be cool.
Well, now this is all just kind of fun from here on out because this is all stuff that we're kind of just hoping for, not necessarily there. Is there any game announcement that you're hoping to get in 22? Either a game that you're hoping to see more about, or even a game that isn't even a thing that you're just hoping is like, hey, by the way, we're working on this for you guys. Anything?
Yeah, I got two.
Yeah, we already know your two. Just give
them. So my two, I feel like I'm fucking going like PlayStation 5.
It's fine.
All tonight, but either way, I don't really care. Yeah, both games are Insomniac games. Yeah, the first one. This is another reason why I'm actually replaying the first one so I can actually complete it, because it's going to roll into the second one. But the first one I'm going to bring up is Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Now I actually did just read an article that came out a day ago. It was, I think, somewhere like Game Rant or some shit like that. They just brought on the devs from Miles Morales, so he's going to be a big part. Yeah, he's going to be a big part. Not only are they going to play a big part in the creation of this game, but Miles Morales is going to also play a big part in this game, and that's what I foresee. Yeah, because why else would you bring on the devs for Miles Morales? I mean,
we saw that in the trailer, right?
I mean, we did see Miles.
You saw the electricity going up the
right. So you can see that, but bringing the developers in and not kind of just like having them like on like, you know, retainer, be like, hey, what do you think we should do here? Cool, thanks, and then hang up. No, they're literally there working on this game. So that tells me that Miles Morales is going to have a big part of this game, and I think you're going to see the first and the second game for this Spider-Man 2 kind of mesh into one beautiful piece of artwork. So I'm really, really excited to see where this goes, and I'd like to find out a little bit more. There's tons of shit already out there, but I don't want to read too much into it because it's
Same
not
thing
slated.
As Ragnarok. You want to be excited.
Well, I want to be excited, but the thing is, it's not slated to release until closer to 23, even 24. So
that is true.
Right. So the thing is like I don't want to, you know, bring out a whole bunch of info and we're at the beginning of 22 and I'm fucking foot in mouth like halfway through our this season. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. That's going to be really cool. Another game directly from the same exact people that are doing Spider-Man. It's the same exact Insomniac team. Is actually Wolverine.
Yes.
Yeah. Very quick teaser trailer we saw, but it was enough to get.
Yeah, we didn't see much, but what we saw was absolutely
I have it right
fantastic.
here. I actually never. So I did not. I didn't even
see it.
Dude, I'll watch it probably when we're done this. But I didn't even know anything about this game, and here's why. See, I was this when we got the thing from you, Andy. I was like, oh, cool, games that are good, whatever. Spider-Man. I was like, let me look this up just a little bit more. And I knew Spider-Man 2 was coming out, and I read a little bit more about it. But then I scrolled down. Now, this is directly from where I get all of my info for PlayStation's free and new games. This is directly from the PlayStation blog, directly from Sony. And I'm scrolling, and I see Wolverine, and I'm like, wait a second. Hold the fucking phone, dude. So I start reading. And I'm like, wait, Insomniac, same team that's doing the what? And they wanted to do a new character for Marvel, and it's going to be Wolverine.
If there's anyone you can trust at this point when it comes to superhero games, it's Insomniac.
Yes and no. Here's the thing. You're picking out one of my favorite characters.
Well, yeah.
Aside from the Hulk, all I ask is you do him right. Just do right by him, please. That's all I ask.
That's one of the things, man. It's when it's one of the characters that you have such a connection towards.
Yes.
You're excited for the game, but you're terrified of the story.
That's why, like, if we ever do like we go more in depth into like Spider-Man 2, when it comes out, we got to get Clyburn on, because I need to know, like, I want to pick his brain about what because like he's like all in Spider-Man, like him. I guarantee you, like, I would love to sit Sophia down with him because
listen and learn.
dead ass dude. Her favorite, and hopefully he gets to hear this and he'll be so excited, just like
he'll hear it.
But her favorite, and I have asked her about multiple different characters, out of Marvel and the Spider-Verse and the mutants and all that kind of stuff, the X-Men. Her favorite character, hands down, is anything related to Spider-Man. So Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, doesn't fucking... I mean, remember, she's been 2 years in a row, she was Spider-Gwen for fucking Halloween.
Yeah.
2 years in a row.
Love it.
Anything that has to do with Spider-Man, she loves. So that has made my heart whole as a father. Just put it that way.
I'm happy. In a way, I'm happy and sad that I don't have to go through something like that. Like, I'm sad that I don't have to go through, that I'm not going through what you're going through, which is you're getting a game based around your favorite, one of your favorite,
right?
Marvel superheroes. I'll never have that because I doubt mine's ever gonna have a game. But
who is it?
I'm also Scarlet Witch.
That would be an awesome fucking game.
I think it's not gonna happen, dude.
That would be
it's probably not gonna
dope ass game.
Give it time. Look, if this Wolverine game's a hit, they might start picking people.
But in a way, I'm happy because then I can't be disappointed.
Hang on a second. The only way you could actually do a Scarlet Witch game is if you did it with VR. Only way.
So good.
She has the ability to...
What are you trying to do to my undercarriage right now, dude? What are you doing?
She has the ability to alter reality at the drop of a hat. Like, you can't do that and not have it as VR.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yes.
That would be super duper dope. But going back to the Spider-Man game, now it's 99% it's probably not going to happen. But how sick would it be knowing that those games are coming together? We knew from the trailer you see Peter and you see Miles.
Yes,
how
correct.
sick would it be if that game was co-op? You pick one person, pick Peter, one person, pick Miles, and just go ahead. I doubt it's going to
time out, but because you're not allowed to have that much cool common sense all at one time. Let's just be realistic.
Speak of such cool things.
I mean,
if they're not actually going to happen. And I doubt that
Insomniac, I know you're not listening, but please make that happen.
They're more than likely, if anything, going to have you just swap back and forth between using both of them.
Yeah, that's my guess. My guess is going to be like Arkham Asylum style. You know, where you switch back and forth between Batman and Catwoman.
If they were to release like a thing like during like one of the Sony events, like, by the way, it's co-op. I am jizzing all over everything in my room. This is mine. I'm marking my terrier. Don't touch nothing.
I feel bad for your terrier.
Yeah, territory. Fuck. I'm gonna go to bed now. Whose dog?
Whose dog are you doing that on?
I just come
on. Anyway, Wes, why don't you give yours?
All right. So,
give yours.
What? Just big announcements that I'm hoping we get. My number one probably makes sense. You know what I mean? Everybody probably expects it, but Fallout 5 is something that I want. Fallout 5 is something that I want a lot.
Whose dog is that?
Wes, check your phone.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Andy, you gotta at least explain.
We broke him. We broke him. We fucking broke Anthony.
Oh my god. Anthony, as soon as Anthony said he was just gonna start jizzing on everything, the first thing that came to my mind was the one picture. I knew immediately. I knew immediately I was gonna get it. It was is it Stan's dad?
I think it's Stan's dad. Right?
Yeah. Randy.
Yeah. Stan's dad, Randy's just sitting in front of the computer with his pants down, and there's just jizz everywhere on everything. So I just sent that picture. I just sent that picture to Anthony and Wes. And the fucked up thing is, like, he's got Anthony's mustache and everything. So
yeah, he does. I still have that wicked awesome haircut he's got, but yeah.
All right. So Fallout 5. What else you got? Anything? You might as well just do all yours, and then I'll go.
I mean, besides, like, I would love. I'm more curious about what we're gonna get from that new IP from Moon, because we are getting a new IP, like a brand new IP from Moon Studios. You mean the people that did Ori?
Yeah,
so
that's what made me sad because I was
Which-
that was gonna
all
be
that-
mine here. It was like, man, I hope I hear about an Ori 3, but as soon as I read
I
the
would
article,
l-
it said
yeah,
probably
Yeah.
not because we're working on this new thing.
and that's the thing, man. Dude, I would love an Ori 3. Like that'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Like you can't go wrong with something like that.
So I never played
But
the
this
games.
new
Is there
IP
any way that you could have? Is it a new IP? Is there any way that you could have a spin-off of any of the Ori games? Any other character
There's always
that's-
a way.
I know, but I was gonna say, is there any
Oh, there's
character that's
definitely-
stuck out
There's
that,
definitely another.
that could?
Yeah, there's another character that could. The fucking the owl.
I was thinking either the owl or the
could.
little or
Okay.
or like the black ball thing that had like long legs.
Oh yeah, one of those. I forget
Yeah.
what they're fucking called.
Yeah, but that one was a good one. You know what I mean?
Dude,
I mean,
dude,
the
just
other
like
ones
just
weren't,
like you
but-
did, just like you did with the gunk. By the way, the next time you have downtime while they're still on Game Pass, I highly suggest playing those. They will blow
I
your
haven't-
fucking mind, dude.
They're already
I don't
downloaded.
think, dude.
Oh.
I don't think they're ever. Dude, I don't think they're going anywhere.
Like,
Yeah,
I-
if they do,
like,
they'll
like,
go and
there's-
come back.
Like, there's very few games that I would literally recommend to every single person on earth, and that's one. Like, that'll blow your goddamn mind.
Yeah, I already
But
have
anyway.
downloaded them. I just haven't played them.
Yes, like I mean, like I said, when you find that gunk time that you just had, dude, slide that in. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So is that all you got, Wes? Or you got something else? I said gunk
No.
time.
He said
That
gunk
sounds
time,
sad.
and then I'm thinking
Whose
about him
dog
with the
is that?
yeah, him with the terrier with the gunk.
Oh, so much.
Anthony uses gunk shot.
Whose dog is? Okay, that's the name of the episode.
Whose dog is that?
Sure is. That's 100% the episode.
No,
All
I
right,
got
what
nothing
else?
else, man. I got
You got nothing
Go
else.
ahead.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
so
no,
I got 3, and there's no reason to think that any of these are coming. But I would love to hear one of them. The last 3 years I've been bringing this shit up. I would love to hear about a new Splinter Cell game. I've been wanting a Splinter Cell game for so long. I love those damn games, obviously, because I'm all about the stealth shit, and that game is based strictly on stealth.
I could get behind that. That'd be so cool.
And it drove me nuts because, well, they drove people nuts because Ubisoft at their one event, they did come out with a new Splinter Cell game. It was for fucking mobile. And
I
it's
know.
like,
yeah.
I know. We watched that. That's the one we
Bros.
watched together.
Number
remember.
2 for me, because I love these types of games. We've been getting a ton of Pokemon games lately. I'm not mad at it because I love all of them. But I would love a new like Pokemon Stadium, Pokemon Battle Revolutions type game. Like I love those fucking games, dude.
Okay.
Where you just go through, you pick your fucking team and you go and take. I fucking love those. And number 1 for me, I doubt we're gonna get it just because we just got the trailer for Eclipse, but Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2.
Yeah.
I would love to hear that, even if it's just a teaser trailer that's like, hey, boom, 2023. I'm like, okay.
Hey,
good
we're
with it, 'cause
working
at least
on
I
it. You know what I
know.
mean? Just let it be that.
Just let me know. I mean, they've pretty much come out and said that they're working on it, but it'd be cool to actually get.
The definite answer that this is happening.
Yeah.
I got you.
Like, I don't know if it got put on the back burner because they're working on I mean, they're different companies, so it's not like because Eclipse is coming out, that can't come out. One's
That's true.
EA and one's, I forget the other one. But, yeah. So I feel like we're all going to have the same answer here because there's really not much. I did add one extra one, but any tech, anything.
Oh yeah,
for either system.
100%. I got 2 things actually.
I wonder if you got the same too as me.
No, I don't have anything. So this is all you guys.
So both of mine are from Microsoft. You know what I mean? Just because.
Oh, you know what? I have
want-
one that
I
just
want
came off the top
Microsoft
of my
to-
head.
I want
and I have a
Microsoft to
feeling
be
it's gonna be the
more in depth and more of an experience because like
Mhm.
you have so much going for it with Game Pass and with
Yes.
everything else. I mean with the buyouts of all these different developers.
Please say controller. Please say controller.
Oh no, that's one, but I have another one first.
Okay.
Well, no, I want VR. I want VR for Microsoft.
That could
Beautiful.
happen.
I was
I
actually
don't
gonna
see
say that.
why it couldn't.
I
dude.
don't think it will.
We've been
just because
we've been asking for this for fucking years.
I don't think it will because Phil Spencer still doesn't believe in the technology from it, which is funny because they're like, what could end up like if Sony does find out a way to make something comparable to Game Pass, their PSVR 2 could be what ends up winning them this console war when it's all said and done. If Microsoft still decides like, hey, we don't even want to dabble in the VR world, because the PSVR was a huge hit. So if they manage to make that better,
Yeah.
But
yeah, man, my other one is a haptic controller of some kind for Microsoft. You mean
Yeah,
for-
that
just
I would love to see.
just having a controller that because I like I mean, look, I like both controllers. You know what I mean? I can switch back and forth. You know, it doesn't faze me. But just being able to have that type of feedback on, you know what I mean? On a system that I do play more on the regular. You know what I mean? It definitely would be something that I'd be excited for.
And you're co-signing that one?
Oh yeah, that's why I said when he was going through.
Oh yeah.
Please say it. Please say
it. Yeah, I love how you did that.
So for me, obviously PSVR 2, because we know it's coming at some point. But I would love to hear more about it because there's so many questions. Like, is it wireless?
Yes.
I will have all those answers for you in a few minutes.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to ask a couple questions then, and maybe you'll have some of these answers. So, is it wireless? Number one. Will there be the haptic technology in the headset that you have in the controller?
Did you have a bodysuit? No, I'm making shit up as I go.
They do have bodysuits already, except for they're just way out of our price range. But
it'll probably be in 4K too.
But aside from PSVR 2, since I don't have to ask for a haptic controller because we already have one for PlayStation, I think it would just be cool to have like an Elite DualSense controller. Whatever that would mean, whether it's you know how like Xbox comes out
programmable like triggers and shit like that.
Just like a dope Elite controller. You really don't need to change the design all too much. Maybe just fuck with the triggers a little bit. Maybe some cool new skins.
Yeah, just add something else to make it. You mean just give it a little extra pop.
Yeah, maybe the ability, because I don't know if you can, like how you can customize your Xbox controller through their website.
Oh, that would be cool.
If you could customize your DualSense, that'd be dope. Because that customizable Xbox controller shit is super dope.
It's
like
fun.
I've seen some of the ones.
Dude, I've messed around with it a lot. I've messed with it a lot.
But so that's it for tech. We're rounding this thing out, man, because we're talking about our own stuff now. Our own stuff. So, favorite podcast episode from this past year. I feel like I know what Anthony's going to be, but
tell me what mine's going to be.
I assumed it was going to be your first one back because that was this past year, right?
Yeah, but no. What?
No, he was in. No.
I've been back for 2 years.
Back in 2020. Really?
I've been back for like 2 years now.
Oh, well then I don't know. Go ahead. So, tell me what it is.
I don't know.
Oh, what you got, bro?
I actually have two. So my first one is episode 11, which is myself versus Anthony, the Crew Wars. You know what I mean? That was our
so much fun.
That was our 100. No, not our 100th episode, but that was just kind of like Andy was like, "Hey, you guys." Oh, was it our 100th?
Yeah, because that's my number 2.
Okay. Yeah. So Andy was like, "Hey, I got this covered. You guys just come in, get ready to play." And it's like, okay. So and then my fucking laptop absolutely just fucking dropped to shit. Like it was, oh my god.
That's when it exploded.
Yes,
I think that's when we were jokingly saying it exploded, and it actually exploded.
Yeah, I had way too much on the hard drive, and it just said, "Hey Wes, fuck you."
That was we were still doing stuff through Audacity at that time.
Yes.
Yes, we were.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, fuck that shit.
That was fun.
What else?
For me, the other one was episode 50 for for this season. And it was Kadiosaurus, the interview. Our first interview.
Because I felt like you were gonna do that. That was awesome. I love that. Oh my god, that was a reverse crack.
Yeah, that was
like something stole my voice.
Like I don't even know how to react to that one.
Yeah,
that
we
was
don't.
Cool.
There's nothing.
That was cool because, I love anytime that we have guests. Like I loved when we did. I was like, part of me wanted to pick it wasn't technically one of ours, but when we did the 1v1 with Celeste for Boss Rush, like that was fun.
That was great.
Meeting Celeste, talking to her, that was a lot of fun. Anytime we have guests, I wanted to, learn it. When we all three of us went over the Mortal Kombat movie with Alex.
Yeah.
What stuck out about Katie's interview was to have someone on that spreads such a positive message and is doing so much good out. Like think of how much shit is out there in the content creator world. And you have someone that's actually out here teaching and informing and helping people, and like the fact that you can link that with video games, which is how she got with us to do that, was like, it was super sick. So like it's not often that we have guests on that you get to like learn and talk. That's what was fun about that.
Yeah, nah, but dude, you would have loved that. You would have loved just chatting with her, man.
I believe it.
It was
so one of the
super down to earth too. Like
one of the real neat things with her is that when she gets fixated on something, she learns every single thing she can about it. So she became a magician just for the hell of it. She became a blacksmith just because she was like, hey, this looks neat. And dude, she became like a legit blacksmith. Like, she was running Ren fairs. You know what I mean? Like, you mean down in the South. Like,
when we introduced her, we said the woman of many hats because she got many.
And glasses.
Or glasses. Many hats and glasses.
Yes, the woman of many glasses. That was actually a great story, which talked about why she had so many. That was funny. Because the sponsorship that just kind of fell in her lap.
Dude, and who would have thought that our measly little podcast would get a scoop?
Oh, yeah, the exclusive scoop on her book. Bro. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, she's writing a book, and I cannot wait for that.
If you didn't get to hear the episode, it was fucking hilarious because one of my questions or I think it was one of Wes's questions actually, was like, did you ever think about writing a book? And then she looks down, she was like,
she didn't know how to answer at first.
Because whoever's working on it or doing, I think it was like an agent or something like that. She was like, I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to say anything, but fuck it. I guess you'll just get the exclusive here. Yeah, we're in the works writing a book. I'm like, bro, we just got our first exclusive. And then Wes smartly plugged immediately and was like, we'd love to have you back when the book drops and talk about it. I was like, dude, what a smart guy.
Very smart guy.
Yeah,
but yeah, she was
what you got?
super duper easy to talk to. Like, that's what surprised me. Like, someone who literally goes, like, we wanted to go to PAX East just to go to PAX East. She was going to PAX East because she's featured at PAX East for people to come see her.
Yes.
So when you have someone like her who has millions of...
One day, boys. One day.
Yeah, because she has she has millions of followers on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like over 100,000 on YouTube and like Twitter and all that shit.
With some people, you can tell. Like with her, talking to her, you wouldn't be able to tell. She doesn't carry herself like someone who has a shitload of people that wants to hear what she has to say all the time. Like, she was super easy to talk to, and
yeah, she felt bad that we were only down, even though we only had like an hour.
Yeah, and how funny was it, by the way, that we said what did we call her? We called her her something, and then she found we said something about her, like a social media superstar or something like that.
TikTok superstar, some shit like that. Yeah,
TikTok superstar or something. And then immediately after our podcast, she found out that they had a page made for her on famousbirthdays.com or something.
Yeah,
and she was like, and we were like, dude, we told you.
Told you you're famous. Shit.
But yeah, that was fun. But no, so my number one is because it was the start of what has become, and we have to get back into
I know
one of my favorite segments, episode 10, which was our very first consoles through history.
Consoles?
This man just busted out.
Let me get my
teeth. The consoles.
My Mike Tyson real quick.
Yeah, when we I'm on Zoloft, so I don't kill you, motherfucker.
Whose dog is that?
Yeah, our very first. Whose dog is that? Our very first consoles through history, which was the Brown Box and Magnavox Odyssey.
Dude, that was
I've loved doing those, and I can't wait to get back into the next one, because go figure, we've taken this huge break, not because we wanted to, because so many things have happened.
Yeah,
things lined up, right? But getting back into it, because we're now entering that golden age where we're going to start getting into the the Nintendos and all that shit. So I'm excited. But the Brown Box and just being able to see where things started and how far back you can trace some of the things that we go with today in these systems.
Yeah.
And lastly, to round this out, any goals for the podcast in 2022? I had to think hard about this. It actually wasn't too difficult, but what do you got? Any goals you have for this in 2022? As simple as just continue having fun doing it.
I've got one, yeah.
You
go ahead.
All right, no. Mine I want to keep with the interview things.
That's
just because,
I swear to God, if you keep stealing my shit.
That's so we all agree it's the same thing, because that's exactly
that was
what
my
I
number one.
say.
Do more interviews.
Talking with Celeste was incredible, dude. Getting that first little taste of what it's like to be interviewed, as well as we were asking her some questions at the same time, and then like with Kadiosaurus and and just actually like, dude, I feel like we ran that interview really well, dude. We guided that very well. So I want to get a seasoned video game voice actor in, obviously not in here because nobody's gonna come to my little studio, but or our little studio. But no, I want to get like a seasoned gaming voice actor to come in and have an interview with us, because like, dude, I just feel like it would just be just so good. And look, it doesn't have to be somebody who has hundreds of thousands of millions of followers, or whatever. But just somebody who is established that that we can go ahead and be like, yo, Your stuff is fucking awesome. Like, and dude, we can just have a great conversation while doing a little bit of fanboying. You know what I mean? Because we have to. Because it's kind of the point. But
yeah.
But other than that, my big one that I see us being able to do, I want 10,000 downloads or 10,000 listens.
Oh, dude, we're gonna hit that.
We are just over 7,000 now, which is.
What did we get this past year?
This past year in total, I need to dial up the numbers and let you know. But as of right now, literally as of right now, we are sitting at just over 7,000. I'm about to pull it up right now.
Okay, so even if it didn't shake out that way, that averages 3,500 a year. So I imagine we're gonna hit the 10 by the end of our third year. I would imagine so.
I'm hoping, yeah, dude, because that would just be like, it's just a milestone.
No, we're not gonna,
you know what I mean? Like,
we're not gonna get it by being shit. We got to keep coming up with.
Oh no. We gotta. We gotta keep on. Just we gotta stay on top of our game. And that also, that also includes like for my my own personal goal is try to get better with my speech. Try to go ahead and not use so many fillers that like my crutches that I like using to fill time.
It's hard, dude. We all have, and we've talked about them so many times. We know what everyone's thing is. We talked about this before. The only way to get better at that, and it's tough to do because it sounds weird, is to be comfortable and to be okay with the silence if you don't have something to say. You know what I mean? Rather than just add in the like just being comfortable ending your sentence and then starting your next one when you have your thought. Yeah, it's tough, dude. But it's good to have personal goals. I have a couple personal ones too. But one, and they kind of go in line with, if I do what I want to do, it'll help get to the 10,000 that you want. So one of them for me was, because it's generally, you guys do too, but it's generally what I'm supposed to be doing, is to I have a couple already, but get back in the lab and come out with some more good original episodes. Like, not just consoles.
Some good solid topics.
Some good solid topics, because, when we had the games that spawn movies and stuff like those type episodes.
Sequels better than the OG.
Yeah, stuff like that. So to come out with some more, of substance original episodes, create more merch is a big one. I would love to create more merch, because we're definitely.
I need to dive back into that.
We're all sitting on, like, we all have these ideas up here of logos that we want to do. It's just getting them out of here and onto a shirt. You know what I mean? Like, I have a couple that are important to me. Like,
shirts.
I do want to do.
I think we got to do it, because we always talked about doing a shirt that says "should have sauced it."
Yes.
Now we have other things to go along with it.
Yes.
I would love to do the Dangle Daddies, should have sauced it, all that shit. I'm not tackling any other shirt until I get that Gaming is for Everyone shirt done that I want to do.
We have to figure out the right way to work that one.
Because that's too important for me to fuck that up. So I really want to do that one.
Agreed.
And lastly, for me to be as the CGC handle, to be more active on social media, to me go and jump into some conversations with other people about video games and just be more active there. You know what I mean?
That's solid. Too. I agree with that. Yeah.
Because that'll help too. Like, jumping in as the CGC page, because all you got to do is type in gaming on
Twitter.
Does that
mean you're gonna jump in on Facebook?
Probably not.
Nah, he mainly means
dude.
Twitter.
What you mean? I can't go beyond the grave.
I mean, it is a dying platform.
But
yeah, what about you?
Well, he was with the interviews.
I like the interviews.
Yeah, that's right.
It didn't feel right to do them in our first year, because we had no idea what we were doing ourselves. We didn't even have our own shit established. But like, now, it just seems like the next step, because we know what we're doing. So to be able to reach out and be like, hey, it's not like, do we have tens of thousands of followers? No, we have thousands. But do we have tens of thousands? No, but I like to think, with the people that listen to us, and out of the thousands that we do have, people know that we're not just fucking around, that we enjoy what we do, and like, we stand behind what we do. So it seems like the logical step to kind of want to check. Yeah, I'm gonna add a fourth one. Track down that Finnish guy. That dude that wanted us for the interview and then just dipped out.
Oh, Tony Munoz, I believe is his name.
Yeah.
Where
you at, Tony?
I mean, that was through the publisher that dropped the ball on that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm just fucking around.
But
I would still like to talk to that guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, I had fun You mean messing around with that?
For that.
Also messing around with that demo, dude. It was a fun thing to mess around with on Steam. But yeah. So.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
What a year it was, and what a year we hope it will be.
Agreed. For some great things this year, man. For real.
Yeah, dude. The lineup of fucking games is baffling. So I have a feeling if things do, of course, there's gonna be some things out there that get delayed, but let's just operate under the assumption that everything comes out when it's supposed to. It's gonna be a banner year, man.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need to take a loan out.
If these games deliver as they're supposed to, my word. Good luck, Game Awards 2022.
Yeah,
all I gotta say.
That. All right, y'all. Let's give you a little bit of news. All right, man. Let's jump into this news. We let Ant go because he has to wake up early for work, so I don't blame him because we're actually recording this a little late. All right, Andy. CES 2022. All right. We got some information about the PlayStation VR 2. I know you see, because you were talking about wanting this. With that technology part of earlier in the episode. So what we get off of this, and this is coming from the latest PS blog post, and they're talking about the PS VR 2 will feature an OLED display with a 2000 by 2040 per eye panel resolution. Also, you have a headset that will support 90 Hz and 120 Hz, and you'll have a field view of approximately 110 degrees.
Whoa, say that one more again.
Which part? All of it?
Yep.
All right. I'll do it again for the people in the back.
I got that needs to sink in.
I'll do it for the people in the back, and I'll even sit up a little straight. You want me to give you a little better voice for this?
I want you to look me in my eyes, bro. Like I want you in my soul, bro.
Are you ready?
Ready. I don't want to have a baby with you, so maybe not that voice, but man, about to impregnate me with his voice, bro.
The PSVR 2 will feature an OLED display with a 2000 by 2040 per eye panel resolution. The headset will also support 90 Hz and 120 Hz with a field view of approximately 110 degrees.
My pants just went.
I can turn it on when I need to.
Incredible. I don't know how Jess is banging the door down right now.
Because mostly my voice is like this, and she doesn't hear that other shit.
Oh dang!
I don't give her that.
Like, I'm about to text your wife. Be like, dang yo, I got daddy voice.
She's gonna
you got it.
She's gonna be so confused. One of the cool things that we are going to get with this is a Horizon Call of the Mountain, which is a co-developed game by Guerrilla and newly acquired Firespray, which is it's a gaming company that PlayStation acquired last September. So we are going to they went ahead, when they were talking about the Horizon Call of the Mountain, they said the game is being built specifically for the PSVR 2 and will open the doors for players to go deeper into the world of Horizon.
Yeah, so don't worry about what my hands are doing down here.
All right. While Sony did not reveal when this whole thing is going to be available, rumors are suggesting that it's probably targeted for a holiday 2022 release, which makes perfect sense. So
next, I had that news because you at least now there's a couple things I can scratch off that I know about now.
Oh yeah, man. Yo, look, I'm here to help, man. It's part of what I do. Game Pass has gotten a shot in the arm, and a pretty big one at that. So some big games are coming over to Game Pass in January. One of them being the Mass Effect Legendary Edition is making its way over.
That's
is it?
My shit's downloaded already.
Oh shit! All right then. Roger that. Another thing that we are getting is Xbox and Ubisoft have just announced that the Rainbow Six Extraction will be hitting Game Pass day one release, so January 20th. You're going to be getting Extraction. Extraction is the 3-player co-op, like first-person shooter game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from Rainbow Six, which we obviously know everything that they do. What else do we have? So the Outer Wilds is coming back to Game Pass. It was off there for a little bit, but now it's coming back.
It's there.
Yeah, January 6th, it came back already. So, yeah, man, we got a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, look, we talked about some of this stuff in the free and 2 days late last week. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we do have some stuff leaving Game Pass. So, the games that are going to be leaving Game Pass, and they should be gone by about a week from recording of, next Saturday, the 15th. Desperados 3, Ghost of a Tale for PC is going to be gone. Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be gone for console. Mountain Blade Warband is going to be gone. Pandemic will be gone. And Yik, a postmodern RPG, will be gone.
My man said Pandemic will be gone. Oh, God, I wish. I wish, bro.
You ain't fucking lying. But yeah, man, that's what we have so far when it comes down to some new stuff in Game Pass, which is actually pretty awesome. And the last bit of news that I have is we are going to get production this year for the pilot of the Fallout TV series. And we are getting a co-director from Westworld to direct the pilot. So Jonathan Nolan is set to direct the series premiere. Nolan is the co-creator of HBO's Westworld, which shares some similar dystopian themes as with the world of Fallout. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I am very curious on what we are going to get with this TV show because there's no word of a cast or a plot or anything else. So we don't have shit.
I mean,
basically, it just sounds like Bethesda being Bethesda. What? You thought I wouldn't go there?
I'm still waiting for more on The Last of Us, so still waiting on that before anything to show.
Another thing I know you wanted to talk about. You wanted to bring up Shaq, right?
There was a story that broke about Shaq a couple days ago, and I was like, oh man, this is freaking perfect. I can't wait to. Yeah, here we go. So the goodnewsnetwork.org is where I'm getting this from. So Shaquille O'Neal, big Shaq daddy, the big Aristotle. Shaq brings 2,000 Nintendo Switches and PS5s to underprivileged kids on Christmas. And this is just adding to the long list of things that Shaq does for the community.
Yes.
This dude is, I remember I watched so many behind the scenes things about him, and he sounds like one of the most down to earth dudes that, you wouldn't know that he's got, money that his kids won't need money one day, because he doesn't operate that way. I watched him, he was walking into a Burger King
he just
or
needs
something.
Something big enough for him to get in, that's all.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I saw a video of him walking into a Burger King or something, and he asked this dude who was clearly homeless if he wanted anything to eat, said he got it, and he was just like, just because I got more money than that guy doesn't mean that I'm better than him. It is what it is. It's funny. Did you ever see the clip of him talking about his kids and his money?
Oh, yeah.
When his kids Dad, we rich. He's like, we not rich. I'm rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got money. Y'all don't got shit.
So the basketball star Shaquille O'Neal revealed on a podcast with Gary Vaynerchuk, who I love very much. If you've never checked him out, check him out, Gary V. That he bought 1,000 PS5s and another 1,000 Nintendo Switches and an unspecified number of bicycles and delivered them to school children in Georgia. He said, end quote, "My father was a drill sergeant. My mother was a hardworking woman. They had little, but they taught me the value of giving back. They taught me the value of helping those in need. I ordered about 1,000 Switches and 1,000 PS5s. I went to Walmart and got bikes. So, yesterday at this little elementary school in Georgia, kids were crying, kids were happy, and that's what it's all about," said Santa Shaq.
Now, we talked about The Rock doing something like this with Xbox, with a bunch of Xboxes last year.
Absolutely.
And, you know what I mean? And, it was just one of those things. I heard Nala.
There's no one in here.
God, dude, I heard her.
The door is closed. There's no one in here. That was fucking terrifying. I don't know what that is, but get me out of here, bro. I'm done.
Oh, shit. Not yet. But
yes, about The Rock with the Xbox.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. And I just really enjoy, hearing these people that I mean, yes, some of them. Some of them came from having some money. You know what I mean? Some of them came from almost nothing, and you know what I mean. They don't forget. I mean, what brought them there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, it's one of those things that that fills my heart with such joy, and it's something that I hope we can do in at least some small portion. You know what I mean? That we can try to do for our community eventually. So, Shaq, I know you ain't gonna hear this, but if you do, kudos to you, my friend. You are absolutely one of the real ones, 100%.
Yeah. That dude is a legend. That dude is a legend who, believe it or not, his second act is arguably better than his first. And his first one was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of the most dominant force in the history of the league, probably. But
and then he was Kazam. Or Shazam.
Kazam, right?
Was it Kazam? I thought it was Shazam.
I'm pretty sure it was Kazam. And he also came out with Shaq Fu, which I have for Super Nintendo. I had my first pair of basketball shoes with Shaq shoes. But anyway.
Yep, it is Kazam. All right. 1996.
Yeah.
1996.
But yeah.
That's what we have in news.
Great story to end on.
So, there's only two of us, but we can still give y'all a little bit and tell you what we are playing. I mean, I've been able to get a little bit back into gaming this week. My first week back to work, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. You know what I mean? Because I was off for like 8 days or some shit like that from work. But diving into, I'm continuing into Halo Infinite. I've explored everywhere I can. Like, I'm at the point where I'm trying to get to other locations, and like I'm jumping off of cliffs trying to grapple onto other spots, and it's not working. So it's one of those things to where I have to play the main campaign in order to go ahead and get farther. But like, dude, I'm fucking loving it. The guns in the game are so much fun. Just they brought in a new style of gun, because you have your regular kinetic weapons like your battle rifles and shit like that. You have your plasma weapons like your needlers and your plasma pistols and and the carbines. And then now you have a different style. It's called hard light. And these are very, very powerful weapons. And but they use a lot of ammo at one time. So you need to really pay attention to what you're doing. And yeah, that's been playing around with that and messing around in the game's been a lot of fun. Other than that, yeah, man, it's just been how we rocked Shell last night, how we did it. 3-0. So
until you got off.
Oh, really?
Well, Anthony and I played a couple more games.
We
won one immediately after you got off, and the last one, I guess I'm just going to be a man and talk about it. You got to talk about your highs. You talk about your highs, you got to talk about your lows. This Absolutely. Is what Anthony was alluding to when he said you've now let me down 2 days in a row, because I've played Chell for a long time. I have some great games. I have some less than stellar games. But, generally I give you about the same every game. It is not, I have games where I don't play my best and we lose, or none of us play our best and we lose, but I'm rarely ever the main reason that we lose a game. I was by far and away the reason that we lost this game. I was directly, if I could tell, like, I thought I was in the fucking Twilight Zone. I don't know what was happening, but first, like, talk about just things that you wouldn't think I would do. So for start, and that makes them with some things I would do. For starters, to start the game off, we somehow ended up having a 3-0 A 3-0. Me, Anthony, computer. I had the puck. I'm like, ha, Christmas again. Like, hello, 3-0. No problem. Somehow missed both Anthony and the computer. Passed the puck behind both of them. Turned it over. The team immediately gets it. Obviously goes on an odd man rush the other way because we had 3 up there. So they then had a 5-on-2 going the other way. And they scored a goal off that. So immediately, that's the difference between 1-0 us and 1-0 them. So I screwed that up. Then I missed. I just completely missed my guy. I went for a hit that I shouldn't have gone for. They scored a second goal. Anthony gets a dirty snipe in the following period. Gets taken away because I collided with the goalie. So I was responsible for 2 goals in the first period that went in our net. I was directly responsible for us not getting a goal in the third period. Not necessarily that this one was my fault, but it's just like, what else could possibly go wrong? We had a 2-on-1. Anthony had the puck, gave it to me, and I hit the post. They come down, score a goal. We did end up getting 1 in there, I believe, so I think it was 3-1 at that point. Anthony took a penalty. Our goalie had the puck. I was doing that thing where I was like, we need goals. It's towards the end of the period. So I was just like, hopefully our computer
calling for it,
steal the puck, and I was standing in the middle of the rink. And I called for it from our goalie with not even a single player on our team anywhere even near our net. There was 2 people in front of the net. They were both their guys. And I was just hammering on the button. Goalie passes it out right to the guy in front of the net. He scores. So I was directly responsible. We lost 5-1. I was directly responsible for 4 goals that went in on us and 1 that should have gone in for us. And I was fuming after that game was over. Fuming. And I was like, I don't even know what to say, dude. I've never had a game where it's like, we would have been better off if I didn't even play.
Yeah.
Like, it was so rough. And I was like, and I gotta fucking sit here and wait a whole nother fucking week to get that monkey off my back. Like, so frustrating.
That sucks, bro.
That's how it ended. So we're 11-2.
Okay.
Still a great record.
Oh,
Should be 12-1, but Big Daddy Stupid had to get involved in fucking pissing everyone's cereal.
Oh, also in NHL 22, I'm working on my Be a Pro, and I intricately did the interviews to where that I was drafted number 2. So I got drafted by Seattle. So I am a Kraken.
You are a Kraken.
I am a Kraken wearing number 17, and I was a center on Halifax, and then I am now a right winger, which is a little bit of a weird thing for me to jump into. But, you know what I mean? I've been winger when we play Chelsea, so it's not that hard. But, yeah, no, it's been... Trust me, I've had those games. I've had those games with the 3 of us playing to where that I have been responsible for a lot of goals going in on our on us.
What's hilarious is, by the way, you said you intricately did your interviews, which means you led yourself in a way to make sure you were going to get drafted by Seattle instead of Buffalo.
I led myself. I set it up to where that with what I said and how I said it, I did not want to get drafted by Buffalo.
Which is funny because we were texting about this, and I said that I'm too much of an egomaniac and want to be the first overall pick, so I would just go to Buffalo and then be a diva, force my way out, and see where I end up. And Wes says, I didn't want to do that. I'm not a diva, and I didn't feel right using those options. So you did still use options to make sure you didn't go to Buffalo.
Okay, so here's what happened.
You didn't just say, I was going to get drafted first overall, so they're interested in me, so I'm going to
hold on. So the way that it worked in this game is when you're getting towards the draft, after you've already had the Memorial Cup, at least if you go the route of the Memorial Cup, you do interviews. So I did an interview with Buffalo and I did an interview with Seattle. I did Seattle first, and I was like, oh, cool, because I completely forgot about the Kraken being in this game. So I'm like, sweet. So I go ahead, I do the interview, and you have a chance with some of this to where it's like a 50-50. You know what I mean? That they're going to take it. You mean like how you answer? And every time I used that, it went. It went green. You know what I mean? So it went good with Seattle. I did it 3 times with Buffalo. 1 time it went red. So it seemed to me because of that, I had a very strong feeling I wasn't going to get drafted by Buffalo. But once again, I was fine with it because I'd rather play for Seattle anyway. And actually, I'm in the third period of a preseason game right now against Edmonton. So I'm going up against I am going up against Connor McDavid.
Take a brand new expansion team to the cup, my guy.
Dude, that would be fun. That'd be hell of fun. But all right. That is what we got. So let me tell y'all what you can do to connect with us at the CGC.
Please do.
You can first go to our website, which is consolegamingcrew.com, or you can email us at consolegamingcrew@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter, which is @consolecrew, or come find us at our YouTube and Instagram, which are both Console Gaming Crew. Like we said earlier in the episode, Facebook is dead, so fuck it. And if you want to go ahead and not only see us, but see other amazing content creators who have stuff going from consoles, PC, cosplay, anything and everything, check all of us out on bossrushgames.com. The Boss Rush Network is everything that you need when it comes down to any type of stuff between gaming, entertainment. They got you. bossrushgames.com. And also, please make sure you check out our Twitch, CGC Podcast. We have the Monday Night Co-op, which is myself playing with some of my friends. We've been doing It Takes Two, or we've been running Gears. So those have been fun. Or you can check us out on Fun Friday, to where Andy, Anthony, and myself try to kick at least 3 games of Chell. You know what I mean? Try to go ahead and do our best and see if we can keep the streaks alive. So yeah, man. That is where you can find us. We, as always, appreciate everyone who jumps in, listens to us, chills with us. Sorry, just had a moment. I'm enjoying myself. Love to ask everybody to, as always. Fuck it, I'm gonna turn that voice off. All right, y'all, check it out. Stay safe, wash your hands, mask up, do what you gotta do to protect yours. And as always,
game on.
Game on, y'all. Love you. Peace.